evening and welcome to Sports Buzz. Let's begin with the top headlines of the hour. Ahead of the fourth India vs England test, Bumrah released from the squad, whereas Rahul ruled out due to an injury. Indian para swimmer Suyash Jadhav secures Paralympic quota for India in S7 category. Indian women table tennis team also in contention to secure an Olympic quota. And Khelo India University Games underway in Assam. Basketball, football, table tennis, archery in action at the prestigious national event. On the other hand, Khelo India Winter Games also kickstarts in Jammu and Kashmir. To begin with the biggest news of the day, Indian para swimmer and top skiing athlete Suyash Jadhav has secured Paris Paralympics 2024 quota in men's 50-meter butterfly S7 category. His incredible time of 32.22 seconds at the Asian Para Games not only met the A qualifying mark but also secured his spot for the mega event. Interestingly, Suyash was the sole Indian swimmer to earn a medal at the Hangzhou Asian Para Games as well. He also created history in 2015 when he became the first Indian para swimmer to break the A qualification standard for the 2016 Rio Paralympics, and he was India's only para swimmer in the event. Now, BCCI on Tuesday confirmed Bumrah's release from the Indian squad, including Rahul being ruled out for the fourth test against England. Vice-captain Bumrah has been released from the squad for the Test series against England in Ranchi. Meanwhile, Rahul is ruled out of the fourth test. His participation in the final test match in Dharamshala is subject to his fitness. On the other hand, pacer Mukesh Kumar, who was released from the squad for the third test in Rajkot, has joined the team in Ranchi and is likely to replace Bumrah, who is the highest wicket taker of the series with 17 scalps. Now, the fourth test match between India and England will kickstart from Friday onwards. Former Australia captain Ian Chappell has urged out-of-form England batter Joe Root to shun the best ball approach and get back to playing his natural game. Now, senior batter Root has struggled for runs in the ongoing 5-match series against India, registering a set of low scores across 6 innings. Keeping up with England's aggressive fast ball approach, Root has mostly lost his wickets playing outlandish shots in India. Joe Root, who has over 11,000 test runs, copped up a lot of criticism for his dismissal in England's first innings in the third test as he attempted to reverse sweep Bumrah but only ended up edging to slip. Chappell in a statement said, and I quote him here, Root had a fine record playing normally and he was quick scorer playing normally. I don't see why he's trying to change things drastically, and I've never believed you should play premeditated shots, unquote. He further added, I quote, you can't always do it. It's good to be according to the conditions and also who's bowling. Some bowlers you can score off a lot quicker than others, but when a really good bowler is bowling a good spell, you've got to be prepared to try and battle it out and think to yourself, well, when he goes off, it will get a bit easier, unquote. Staying on cricket, Rishabh Pant looks all set as his much-awaited return in the upcoming Indian Premier League is expected according to media reports. The Indian wicketkeeper batter participated in a warm-up game in Bengaluru. Rishabh Pant made his long-awaited debut in a game and he performed admirably, increasing the possibility that he will wear the Delhi Capitals uniform in about a month now. Showing significant progress in his rehabilitation journey after his near-fatal car accident in 2022, this is the first time Rishabh Pant is featuring in a warm-up game. Now, Sri Lanka will lock horns against Afghanistan for the third T20 at Dambulla in Sri Lanka. The hosts have already won the series by 2-0 and now Afghanistan will look forward to save the whitewash as they've already lost the series. In the first match of the series, the Vanendu Hasaranga-led side won by 4 runs while registering a massive 72-run victory in the second T20 international. Afghanistan batters failed to make a mark in the last match as there is a lot of room for improvement at the moment. They seem to be missing Rashid Khan in the playing 11, who has been a consistent match winner for them in the recent past. On the other hand, Australia pulled off a thrilling last ball victory over New Zealand in the first T20 international at the Sky Stadium in Wellington on Wednesday. The Aussies chased down a 216-run target with 6 wickets in hand across 20 overs, registering their third highest successful run chase in the format. Australia's highest successful T20 international run chase also came against the Kiwis in 2018 in Auckland, when the David Warner-led side overhauled 244 runs with second balls to spare. Its next best was against India, when it hunted down 223 in Guwahati last year. With 16 runs needed off the last over, Tim David smashed veteran speedster Tim Southee for 12 runs off the last 3 balls, including a 6 and a last ball 4 to see Australia's victory. Star Indian cricketer Virat Kohli and his wife, Bollywood personality Anushka Sharma, announced on Tuesday that they were blessed with a baby boy whom they have named as Akai. The couple shared identical posts on social media. Now, this is the second child of the couple, as they were earlier in January 2021 blessed with a baby girl. Virat Kohli has been on leave recently and missed India's Test series against England also for this moment. Moving on, the 4th edition of Khelo India University Games is currently underway in the Indian state of Assam. Major events that are in action today includes basketball, football, table tennis, archery and shooting, along with men's and women's final in Kabaddi. At the Khelo India University Games, medals will be offered in 20 sports with around 4,500 athletes from over 200 Indian universities competing for medals. The 11-day-long Khelo India University Games will conclude on the 29th of February. So, in women's 4x200 meter freestyle relay swimming event, Jain University clinched a gold medal, whereas University of Madras clinched silver medal, and Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam took bronze medal. In men's 200 meter individual medley, Sai Nihar Bikini of KLEF clinched gold medal. WPSU won the silver medal, while Jain University settled for a bronze. And in men's 200 meter final in butterfly, Shubhrant Patra of Jain University bagged a gold medal. Chandigarh University bagged a silver. And now I'm joined by DD India correspondent Momita, who's joining us from Assam Khelo India University Games venue. Good evening, Momita. Tell us how the excitement is building over there in in Assam for Khelo India University Games.
Yes, definitely. We can see the excitement. I mean, not only with the players or the athletes of Khelo India University Games, but also among the people of Assam, people of Northeast, because such kind of bigger platform, such kind of games has been organized here. Not only the athletes are getting chance to showcase their talent, but also the people from Assam and Northeast are also very much excited. When you talk about the Khelo India University Games, we talk about the young athletes, like around 4,500 athletes took part in this game. So definitely the excitement is very high. And like earlier we spoke with some athletes here. They have shared their experiences, how they are coming out from the grassroots level, they're participating in this such kind of event, and how much they are excitement. So definitely the excitement is very high among the players and also among the people of Northeast.
Also, Momita, when we talk about government's initiative of Khelo India scheme altogether, how much of a help and benefit is it for Assam?
Definitely. I mean, if we talk about the initiative, I mean, the Khelo India initiative, there are many schemes that has been provided to the athletes by the government of India. So the schemes even in the stadiums also, there are various what is called infrastructure facilities, training has been provided to these athletes, and moreover, I mean, nurturing the athletes right from the grassroots level, what the government of India is focusing. So definitely, if we talk about the benefits, So there are various kind of benefits from like the schemes, like diets, training, international infrastructure training. So these kinds of benefits the athletes are sure getting from this kind of Khelo India games.
All right. Thank you so much, Momita, for joining us and bringing us the latest from Khelo India University Games. Moving on, the 4th edition of Khelo India Winter Games Festival kicked off in Gulmarg, Jammu and Kashmir. Athletes from different parts of the country are participating across several sporting disciplines, including snowboarding, snow mountaineering, Nordic skiing and alpine skiing. The Khelo India Winter Games 2024 is being organized by Department of Youth Services and Sports, Jammu and Kashmir Sports Council in collaboration with Tourism Department, Gulmarg Development Authority and several other stakeholders. The first part of Khelo India Winter Games Festival took place from the 2nd till the 6th of February in Leh, and that edition mainly focused on games like ice hockey and ice skating. So the 4th edition of Khelo India Winter Games have started in world-famous ski resort of Gulmarg in Jammu and Kashmir, and the games are aiming to boost the winter sports culture of the country, and it is also an effort to turn Gulmarg into the winter sports capital of the country. Skiers and other winter game athletes from around 20 states and union territories of the country are participating in the games. Secretary Sports and Youth Affairs of Government of Jammu and Kashmir, Sarmad Hafiz, spoke to Srinagar correspondent Shabir Dar. Take a listen.
इस साल हमारी कोशिश है कि हम अपने स्टैंडर्ड को और ज़्यादा रेज़ करें, और इस बार हमारी पहली बार ये गेम्स जो हैं ये हमारी स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया की पार्टनरशिप में हो रही है। जो टेक्निकल कंडक्ट ऑफ द गेम्स हैं स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया कर रहा है, और बाकी जो है तैयारी जो यहाँ हुई है वो हम यहाँ कर रहे हैं। वी आर पार्टनर्स इन दिस, और आपको मैं कहूँ कि जस्ट नॉट अस हु आर पार्टनर्स, देयर इज़ कंप्लीट सिनर्जी बिटवीन ऑल डिपार्टमेंट्स, चाहे वो हमारी लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हो, यहाँ की हमारी लोकल अथॉरिटीज़ हो, टूरिज्म डिपार्टमेंट हो। आई थिंक वी हैव ऑल वर्क टुगेदर, और हमारी कोशिश है कि हम यहाँ अपना स्टैंडर्ड जो है ट्रूली एक नेशनल गेम्स का स्टैंडर्ड जो है वो रेज कर सकें, और हमारे जो एथलीट्स बाहर से आए दे गो बैक हैप्पी, दे हैव एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ अ लाइफ टाइम।
Moving on to table tennis now. At the ongoing World Table Tennis Championship, Indian women's team beat Italy to qualify for the round of 16. And with this, they are just a victory away to secure an Olympic quota for themselves. Well, earlier, India scripted an impressive 3-0 victory over Italy in Busan. And India, which is seeded at number 17, will take on Chinese Taipei. In the match against Italy, Srija Akula defeated Nicoleta Stefanova by 12-10, 11-6 and 11-7 in just 20 minutes, whereas Manika Batra made it 2-0 for India and Aika Mukherjee took a 2-0 game against G.I. Monferdini. All eyes are now on the round of 16 clash, which is currently going on between India and their opposition. On to hockey. At the ongoing FIH Hockey Pro League, Indian men's team is all set to face the Netherlands at Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium in Rourkela today evening. The Indian men's hockey team would look forward to continue its recent domination over the Netherlands as well. Well, India have had a good run in the Pro League so far, with the team led by drag flicker Harmanpreet Singh winning 2 out of its 5 games in regulation time. India's solitary defeat came at the hands of Australia. India is currently placed 4th in the Pro League standings with 10 points from 5 matches, whereas the Netherlands is leading the chart with 18 points from 9 games ahead of Argentina and Australia as well. In tennis, world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz retired from the Rio Open first round after sustaining an ankle injury in the opening game against wildcard Diego Monteiro. Alcaraz, who won his second tour-level title at the ATP 500 clay court event in 2022 and lost in year's final to Cameron Norrie, was tied 1 game apiece with his Brazilian opponent after the pair exchanged serve breaks to start the match. The 2-time major winner and tournament's top seed fell awkwardly over his ankle when attempting to reverse his inward motion after Monteiro hit a forehand in the other direction. Now, the injury compiles a frustrating start to 2024 for the 20-year-old Spaniard, who suffered a disappointing quarter-final exit at the hands of Alexander Zverev before being upset in straight sets by losing finalist Nicolas Jarry in the semi-finals of the Argentina Open. Moving on to soccer now. Let's quickly give you a soccer update. A late goal from substitute Marco gave Inter Milan a 1-0 home victory after a tough battle with Atletico Madrid in the first leg of their Champions League last 16 tie on Tuesday. The Austrian striker, who had replaced the injured Marcus Thuram at half-time, redeemed himself following several missed chances. Inter dominated the match, and although Atletico had their chances, the home side's solid defence prevented the visitors from getting any attempts to own the target. It was only the second time the teams had played each other, with Atletico winning 2-0 in the UEFA Super Cup back in the year 2010. The return fixture is scheduled for the 13th of March in Madrid. Daniel Malin scored a superb goal against his former side, but a second-half penalty from Luke de Jong earned a 1-1 draw for PSV Eindhoven in the first leg of their Champions League last 16 tie against Borussia Dortmund at the Philippine Stadium. The match was PSV's first Champions League knockout tie in 8 seasons, as it bids to reach the quarterfinals for the first time since 2006-2007 campaign. Arsenal will face Porto in the first leg of the Champions League on Wednesday. Arsenal's head coach Mikel Arteta is excited to be back in Champions League last 16 tie after 7 years, while Porto's coach Sergio is only thinking of winning. Struggling Napoli will hit the reset button on their season when they face Barcelona in the Champions League on Wednesday. Caretaker coach Francesco Calzona confirmed. The 55-year-old Calzona was appointed until the end of the season on Monday after Walter Mazzarri was sacked. Now, Mazzarri became the second managerial casualty at the club this season following Rudi Garcia's sacking in the month of November. German football club Bayern Munich on Wednesday announced the end of their collaboration with coach Thomas Tuchel after the end of the current season, despite a contract till 2025. Now, Tuchel took over in March 2023 from Julian Nagelsmann, but despite leading them to the Bundesliga title last season on the final match day, Bayern lost their last 3 games in all competitions and have dropped 8 points behind the leaders Bayer Leverkusen in Bundesliga. Staying on soccer, FIFA World Cup winner Andreas Brehme, whose late penalty in the 1990 final against Argentina in Italy handed Germany their 3rd World Cup title, passed away at the age of 63. The attacking fullback and dead ball specialist became an instant Germany football legend when his spot kick earned them a 1-0 victory over Diego Maradona's Argentina in the World Cup final in Rome. Before retiring in 1998, Brehme played for a number of teams including Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. He scored 8 goals in his 86 caps for Germany, including the one for which he is best remembered for. And that's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. We will be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Deepika Mehto, and from all of us here in Delhi, thank you so much for joining us and watching DD India Sports Buzz. Namaskar.